So we have here the Hobbywing LCD multi-program box, multifunction. This is the later version 3-in-1. There was a 2-in-1. There's all the setting buttons on the front here. All the various connections, PC to the ESC for the PTO, which is something to do with the Wi-Fi connection. And then it's got battery checker built in as well. Great little piece of kit. Now this is for the Hobbywing ESCs, but what we're going to be doing is looking initially at one of the Hobbywing clones to see if it'll program that, because there's a lot of discussion, are the clones Hobbywing? The one in particular I have is a Hobby King X car. This is a 60 amp one. It's the same floor plan and format as the 120 amp ESC. A lot of you will be familiar with the ones that come in the little blue boxes like this one did. This was a sort of like 14 quid Banggood clone. Unfortunately this one was faulty out the box. Obviously I kept the case, it's pretty, and but these are, I think, you know, really good ESCs, and I'm going to be doing a little video program with one of these as well. I've got one on the way, so we'll have a look at that too. So back to the Hobbywing. So it's censored, got a little fan on and everything. You know, next to the little blue one, you can see it's the same case. And if I reach across here and magic up a actual Hobbywing 120, this particular one's got the fan removed, got some servo tape on for mounting, just ignore that. If you look at the Hobbywing right next to the clone case, you know, I think whilst the specs might not be the same, I think there's a lot of maybe some badge engineering going on. They might even be coming out the same factory somewhere along the line. I mean, obviously the Hobbywing's got a lot of weight to it. The 60 amp one doesn't have the same feel. I would imagine there's a difference in components, and obviously the heat sink in the 60 amp one's a lot smaller as well than the 120, even though the cases are the same size. So there's a lot of difference there as well. So anyway, will it program like a Hobbywing? That's what we're going to find out. You need your ESC connected to a battery, which I've already done, switched off. And then you connect your ESC, instead of to the receiver, you connect it to the program box. You need to take care you get the plus, minus and everything else in the right direction. Let's have a quick look. I happen to know that brown on this one is the minus, so you plug that in, and then when you turn the ESC on, the box should light up. So here we go. Connecting to the ESC, tells you the ESC software function, and there we are. It's just like the Hobbywing, so you can use the item button to scroll through all the different settings. You notice the little star next to the number here. This denotes that this ESC is on the factory settings. So everything is through on there, right through. Overheat protection, restore defaults. So if we selected that one, set default OK, that would set the ESC back to the factory. And we know that because I did that as a little experiment. We know that works beforehand. So I'll go back to items, scroll through the mode. That's for different ESCs, such as the XR8 range with the racing modes. So we've got forward, reverse and brake. Now that is a good mode for me, so I'm going to leave that as it is. I like a lot of drag brake. I only bash about, I'm not racing, I'm not looking to keep speed into corners. So you go to the value buttons, plus or minus, and change that to where you like it. I like 80% drag brake. Then you just press OK, and it will confirm that the data is set. So you scroll through the other items. Voltage protection is none. Obviously we need some of that. So we scroll through again. We've got custom 3.4 now, 3.2, 3.4 volts per cell is very, very safe. 3.2 is pretty safe. This is for lipos, so I'm going to select that as OK. And then we'll scroll through again the different items. Punch level 5, that's good for me. Settable 1 to 9, this is how much initial power it'll give you. So it'll only give you a percentage of the power off the line, stops wheel spin, protects the gearbox a little bit. You know, if you're running hot motors in older cars or cars that aren't really designed for them, you know, if you turn this punch down to sort of like 1, 2, that sort of thing, whilst it won't affect the top end, it'll affect the initial grunt that goes through the gearbox. I think I'm going to be quite happy with 5. We can find that back, 4, 5, and just press set to confirm. Data saved. So we scroll through. Brake force 75%. I like 100% brake. So I'm going to change that as well. OK. And then reverse force, I like 25%. It's only for turning round, so I'm going to change that as well. OK. Initial brake. Now initial brake is 0, but you can set that to your drag brake, or you can change it to a value you want. Now my drag brake is 80%, so that means when if I select this, if I hit the brakes, I'll get 80% of initial braking force. Now you can change this so that your brakes come on more gentle, so you don't lock the wheels up. It's gentler on your gearbox, so you can have 20 naught. Your drag brake setting 40 or 20. So there we have got a few options. So let's go for drag brake, because I like the wheel spin. I'm only a basher. Data saved. And then neutral range. Now the normal setting, looking at my hobby win instructions for the neutral range, is normally about 9%. Now narrow, 6 is narrow, so I'm going to change that to 9. I'm going to accept that. That's for use for setting up with transmitter. And the timing is, you can change the timing on a non-timed motor electronically through a sophisticated electronic speed controller, ESC. And this one is currently set at 18.75 degrees advance, but I'm going to just scroll back through and find the timing. I've just lost that there. 1 second, there we go. I'm going to drop that to 1, which is 0 timing, so you'll just get the motor as it is out the factory, and then of course I'll turn that up as I need to if I need to. Then the next one is overheat protection. You obviously need that enabled. If the ESC gets too hot, it'll turn itself off and stop the car. And then obviously back to the restore default. So that's it, it's all done. Like I said, the mode refers to like the XR8 SCT ESCs, where you've got built-in racing modes as well as the ordinary settings. So there we are, all done. Set up, X-Car, 20 quid. Hobby wing copy. In fact, this one's a 60 amp, it was probably only 15 quid. Should have probably checked what the LEDs mean, shouldn't we? But there you go. It looks like it's all ready to go. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos on the programming box, on setting it up, connecting it to a PC. We'll be doing the 8 scale ESCs as well. And please, you know, like, comment, and more importantly, subscribe and share with your friends. There's no profit in this. This is just about showing people who may not know basics of modern RC and old RC, if you like. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers, guys.